They say love is for the birds. Wakiwa na wao wana prepare too. And I think it's true, but metaphorical too. A bird once told me, whether a friend, family member, lover, or another does this to another, one becomes no other but oneself if they live through it all.
Dear Father, I'm glad you're the one who made me a champion, Miss Ball Swimmers. I'm glad. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad, but dear Father, I'm glad you're the one who made me a champion. A champion in the midst of all swimmers. I'm the only one who made it first one you ever called child of this man soon to be called dad. This right here is a letter to all you who don't seem to get along with Mr. Paps, yani dad.
This is a bird's advice to all who want to dance, smile, talk, and love.
Asante sana mpenzi wangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nasonga mbele niimarike.
Embrace yourself, for this will be the longest dance ever. See, we will move from beats to beats, heart beats, but don't beat yourself, Papa. I'm not an embarrassment, but a trophy son. But however, see, I won't be this trophy son to this man who only shows off in front of friends and pals that. But can't tell me straight to my face that I'm proud of you. See, I won't be this trophy son if you leave Mama just see you back after you see me on telly and tabbies. But I'll be this trophy son after you accept he is king and down on my knees you say, thank you so much for my son. Though not much, asante sana.
Asante sana baba yangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nafanya kazi usiaibike.
Papa, embrace yourself and get ready to jump. This tango won't stop now. Why stop? Despite the heartbreak, rejection and silence. And this far you've come. It's not by might, but by His power. Not mine, not yours, but His power. So embrace yourself, Papa, na uchikaze. Juliet Kofinas. Kikwetu, F2, yani jam. Don't even because you find your possession only because you want that and every attention. Through multiple penetration. To get that and every attention, don't even because you find a possession. Through multiple penetrations, pins, needles, and injection. Only because of my addiction. But lucky you, lucky me. This son still wants the last dance. Since that time when Shrek meets Fiona, Romeo meets Juliet, Gift meets Faye, and I get the chance to wake up my sleeping beauty with that. When the time is right, Papa, you won't be left behind. Because in front of you, I'm about to say I do. Peace. Your son.
Asante sana baba yangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nafanya kazi usiaibike. Asante sana mpenzi wangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Na kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nasonga mbele niimarike.
Whether a friend, family member, lover, or another does this to another, one becomes no other but oneself if they live through it all. The bird spoke of a bird that crossed his path once, when his feathers were full of accumulated soot not even he knew didn't suit. A bird who nevertheless saw him sit to fly with through a cave he never knew he was caged in, showed him crevices of light and dark pits of solace and renewal all along, pushing him further out of the same cycle of flying blindly in one cave. She triggered parts of him hidden for years. Each chirp with her was like a reminder of a deeply embedded truth and the deletion of false truths. Painful, vulnerable deletions. Including the loss of the accumulated suit feathers and the exposure of his bare flesh, but sad truth is, she wasn't meant to stay. And as he approached the end of the cave, her visits lessened till they were no more. See, when this is done, you want to know why. It happened so slowly and so quickly, all at once in a dragging flash, never as you wanted it to, but that probably was a lesson too, he said. As you think of how you were now left in the cold with almost no feathers, and even in the cold you need to pluck out more feathers due to the pain you feel through your skin down to your marrow and blood that is pumped so hard by a hurting heart that it erupts the root of your feathers till all your feathers fall off and you bleed clean. With flesh left lean. Flesh that went from being tough to soft when they were around, to a battle between tough and soft and tough, as the questions and regrets boiled up and the lessons sank in until a balance emerged and it was tender, just right. You were cold and bare, but beautiful. For you were finally you. With all feathers plucked, you finally know and see you. So don't hate those memories, brush out the regret of laying yourself slightly more bare than you usually do, dear. Embrace the moments lived, be grateful for all they did, and if you need to curse off all the bad they did and you did, but still be grateful for all they did and the new you. As you prepare to fly out of the cave, so frightened by all that's happened that you'll never fear again, as you can now understand what is meant by perfect love casts out fear. For some love, sometimes comes around to detangle strings, to teach a no strings attached kind of love.
Oh, asante sana mpenzi wangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nafanya kazi usiaibike. Asante sana mpenzi wangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nasonga mbele niimarike. Asante sana mpenzi wangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nasonga mbele niimarike. Asante sana mpenzi wangu, umenipa mafunzo ya ajabu. Kunifunza kweli ni tabu, nasonga mbele niimarike. Yeah.